everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The race for the playoffs is front and center this week, and here's a look at the AFC contenders. And it's not just who is in or out, but how the seeding shakes out. What a great time of year. It's the Colts going up against the Jets.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Ryan on first down. Sets up the screen to Forte. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On second down, here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And a double by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And New York set to take the field. First carry for Matt Forte. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jonathan Hankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Swayze Waters now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taking it about the 36. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
He's now exactly a quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. It's complete to Golden Tate. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. On 1st down, Ryan. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Newton. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And they've got it here with a first down. Give. This is Forte. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll try and get it with Forte. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Forte. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here's Newton now on second down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Freeman again. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
An update from Buffalo. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The drive begins with a run by Forte. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's Ryan. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here comes the D swarming to the line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Finding some room at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Newton now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Crabtree that time, and now it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
21. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, now my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Cam Newton all alone. The 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. Cam Newton, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either, but boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
That makes this much more manageable. They'll move it from the 2 to the 1.
Totally manageable, because many teams from the 2 want to throw the ball. But you put it at the 1, the running game is totally back in play.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On the counter, Forte. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Amerson. And he's got room. 20, 10, 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They start on the ground with Forte. And, the ball's out. Forte loses it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Newton over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Anderson. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play call more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Now Newton on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Three yards to go here on second down. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he loses the football a second time. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is taken near the 13. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right on the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. A right side catch by Crabtree. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On first down, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now it's Ryan. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you got to.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jonathan Hankins in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Third and long. It's Ryan. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a third and long situation forthcoming. Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The play clock's running down. Now Ryan on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Ryan. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On first down, this is Forte. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Third and 2. Now Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. They are in the fourth in Buffalo, and it's the Dolphins that wound up winning that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And now out come the Jets. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he powers his way up past the 30. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final.